We don't take the security threat terribly seriously, but we have to elevate the priority of security in our data center, because no one wants to be on the front page about having lost their company's data. Equifax is a 100-year-old company, and they're fighting for their survival because someone in the data center didn't locate an instance of Apache struts and fix it when a fix was available.
How do you see 2022?
Yeah, I think we are in uncharted territory. Who could have believed that after 185 years, we'll have our best year and that we grow about 1/3? Actually, we did grow during this year from the same level of the turnover of the group when I was elected CEO. So I think we are not in a linear world right now. So it's difficult to make a precise projection. What do I see now is that there is no change of trend. You can have a good quarter, a bad quarter. Compared to our year, we did plus 33%. If I look at my first semester, I did plus 33%. If I look at my second semester, I did plus 33%. If I go inside my first semester, I did plus 34% at the Q1, I did plus 33% at Q2.
Apple is a fantastic company. And I happen to know Steve Jobs. We discussed the future. And I asked him, do you think, Steve, that your telephone, is to answer your question about luxury, your telephone is going to work as successfully in 20 years? And he said, I don't know, because there are some evolution and some newness and so on. And just to laugh with him, I told him, you know, that's the difference between us, because my Dom Pérignon, I can guarantee you it will be sold and successful in 20 years. And that's also a luxury specificity.
It was fine being the second wealthiest person in the world. That actually worked fine. I would say it's something people naturally are curious about. You know, it's a kind of an interesting curiosity, but it's not the thing. I would much rather if they said like, inventor Jeff Bezos or entrepreneur Jeff Bezos or father Jeff Bezos. Those kinds of things are much more meaningful to me. And it's an output measure. If you look at the financial success of Amazon and the stock, I own 16% of Amazon. Amazon's worth roughly $1 trillion. That means that what we have built over 20 years, we have built $840 billion of wealth for other people. And that's great.
What brings you the happiness?
Oh, I would have to be honestly say that what makes me happiest is what I'm doing. You know, I enjoy two things about it. One, I know I'll win over time. That doesn't mean I'll beat everybody else or anything like that. But I'm in a game that's very, very, very easy if you have the right lessons in your mind about what you're buying. I'm not buying stocks. I'm buying pieces of overwhelmingly American business. And I'm happy when that's when I'm doing it. I'm happy when stocks are going down. I'm happier when stocks are going down because I can buy more of them with the same amount of money. I'd be happy if I was a farmer. I'd want farmland to go down so I could buy more acreage. You know, if I was, it just makes sense.
What was your biggest failure and how did it change you?
Well, I have to really think hard about that. Failure. Never heard of it.
There's your answer.
Well, there's a ton of failures along the way, that's for sure. Like I said, as I said, for SpaceX, the first 3 launches failed. And we're just barely able to scrape together enough parts and money to do the 4th launch. If that 4th launch had failed, we would have been dead. So multiple failures along the way. I tried very hard to get the right expertise in for SpaceX. I tried hard to find a great chief engineer for the rocket.
Yeah, climate, of course, will get worse and worse over time. And particularly if you're near the equator, like India, that'll make it tough to do things outside. It'll make it very tough to grow crops. And of course, if you get less food, a lot of the poorest are farmers, over 70%, and that means their kids get less nutrition. There's a lot of diseases, like mosquito-borne diseases, that are going to show up in places they've never been before. So we have to keep improving health and help people out with better seeds, because today's seeds aren't going to do well.
I know that we don't exactly have the strongest reputation on privacy right now, to put it lightly. But I'm committed to doing this well and to starting a new chapter for our products. And it's going to take time. I'm sure we're going to keep on unearthing old issues for a while, so it may feel like we're not making progress at first. But I think that we've shown time and again as a company that we can do what it takes to evolve and build the products that people want.